Heyo, duckies and dice fiends! Welcome in! It is a big day for the channel, so thank you for being here with me. It is my birthday. It is our affiliate-versary, our stream-aversary, if you will. And it is very warm. And I am actually, so part of this is we're going to be giving away, I have a lot of shiny Pokemon, y'all, and these are the shinies I'm going to give away. But I wanted to start here because there's always the question of, like, are these legitimate? And I just want you all to see that, yes, my shinies are very legit. This is actually, we're in Pokemon Home. This is my Living Shiny Dex. It is rather, shall we say, robust. What was that? Oh yeah, you came in from Pokemon Go. I transferred over a lot of unknowns from Pokemon Go. And there's my shiny Celebi from Pokemon Go. This represents decades of collecting. Like, I kind of don't want to say that, but like it's legitimately decades of collecting. So welcome in, happy Pride. I am wearing this awesome shirt, which is skulls. A skull planet with rainbow rings. Yeah, it's pretty great. So, I'm glad you're here. And I am very excited to, I have to evolve. I got the dolphin one that turns into the Palafin. These are Pokemon that you cannot get shiny yet, sadly. Sadly. As you can see, almost all of the trainers on these are Damphy. Before you could customize your character, I would always play as a boy, so sometimes you will see the character as Denny, who is a character that I played a lot. Hey DC, welcome in. How are you doing today? Thank you so much. It has been a good day so far. I got a Nintendo Direct. And it announced a bunch of stuff I'm actually really excited about. So that makes me happy. That from Aether. Again, these you can't get shiny yet. I'm so glad to hear it. So folks could see, I spend a lot of time breeding and catching and chaining. Oh, I am so excited for an actual Zelda game. Like, we get to play as Zelda. That's amazing. I am so excited. So, I am still filling out, as you can see, a bunch of gaps here in this particular dex. I'm a little over halfway on this. I got my 3-segment Dun Sparse, which makes me happy. And yes, I am hanging out. I am hoping, if you are coming by, if you would like a free shiny Pokemon, I am giving away all of these shinies. And I will probably, I've got, okay. These are, again, a bunch of my extras. Like, I have so many extra shiny Pokemon. It is a little bit obscene. These are, I wanted one each of all the different Milcery forms, or Alcremie forms, so I have all of those. I have regional forms, I have, yeah, it's a problem. These are all my legendaries, usually from events, back when you would, go sit outside of GameStop, download your Pokemon, reset your game, transfer it to your other game, reset your game. Yeah. Did that just trigger ads again? Why? Huh. I don't know exactly what's happening. But here are my Squawkabillies. I've got each of the Squawkabillies. Like, it's been a lot of collecting. These are event Gengars. We got these from, I don't remember exactly what event, but we did get them from an event. And yes, I just grabbed 2 boxes worth of Pokemon to give away. These are regional forms again, because we need all of the regional forms. because that's just the way we do things. I actually need to do a better job of organizing this part of my box. Driving me a little bananas, but I'm going to not think about that today. Yeah, if anyone really wants... Out here breeding in the public. I know. It's obscene. It's wild. But yes, if you are joining us, I am giving away shiny Pokemon. Please come by and let me know if you would like one. I am so happy to... In the middle of Pride, right? How dare. These are not shinies. These are all breed checks. These are... I'm also going to be giving a bunch of these away, just mostly to get them out. But, okay. We're going to call that good. Save and exit. And it's going to think about it. It's going to think about it. It's going to think about it. Okay, boxes have been saved. And we go home. And we go, nope, back to Scarlet Violet. So yes, it does not matter if you are hanging out on Twitch or on YouTube. If you would like Pokemon, please just let me know. We will 100% link up, and I would love to give you a shiny. I have 30 to give away. And I have to evolve. I don't remember their name, but I finally got one of the dolphin Pokemon, and I need to turn it into the Palafin. And I should probably Google how to do that. I don't actually remember. Oops, I did not mean to full screen that. I wanted a new tab. Evolve. How do? Oh, I might actually need a group to do it. Do I need... What is this? What is this? I don't care where to find Finizen. I know where to find Finizen. I have one. Okay. In Union Circle at level 38. Well, Finizen, you'll need to fill 2 tasks, get it to at least 37, and then jump into someone else's game before leveling it up. So maybe I'm not just gonna, like, brute force level this one up. I thought I was, but apparently not. Okay. I do need to heal this little buddy. I got him through a raid. So let's fly over here and do a nice little heal. I've been very slow on filling this Pokedex. I did not expect that! I did not... Thank you, Pokemon! That was really sweet! Okay, we're gonna... I do hope this will be a wonderful year for you. They saw me! They did! That's so sweet. Daw. Okay. Can I... Hey, Secret 30K, welcome on in. Thank you. Yes, it is. Hey, Rex. Yes, affiliate anniversary birthday. This week, our little channel, this one right here, was nominated for a Crit Award finalist for Best Legacy TTRPG Twitch channel, which is absolutely wild to me. I cannot believe, like, I am floored and humbled. We found out literally while we were producing the last Magnificent Pride game. So it was quite the surprise, and we were also nominated for Best Overlay, which does not surprise me at all because the overlay for My Little Pony was all Jason Wooldridge. Domo Jason or Domo came here in chat and is amazing. So that one, I'm not surprised because Jason is the best, and that's the reason we are so lucky to work with Jason. The absolute best. You got your pins. Almost got stung by yellow jackets building it. Rude of them. They are so. I am so glad. I will make sure that Palin knows. She, Pale as Pixels is a wonderful small business who volunteered to donate both gift cards and goods to this to Magnificent Pride. So I am elated that you got them, and if you have the desire, give them a shout out on social media, because again, small businesses, it is great. Look at the little birthday balloons on the Poke Center. I am so easily distracted today, y'all. Maybe streaming was a mistake. Yeah, very, very rude of the Yellow Jackets. Just unacceptable. Just completely unacceptable. Yeah, I am absolutely squirrel today. Hey, Thano, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Chat is very small. But I kind of don't want to fight with that right now. We're not going to squirrel anymore. I am hanging out in Pokemon, y'all. I had planned to evolve this Finzian. Did it not heal? Did I go up and not actually heal? Did I just get the happy birthday and then get distracted from what I was actually doing? Yes, heal my Pokemon, please. Okay. Whew. Like, squirrel mode. The talk show's gonna be fascinating tonight, y'all. But yes, welcome in. It is my birthday. It is our affiliate-versary. We hit, during the height of the pandemic, I celebrated my birthday in Animal Crossing, as a lot of people did. And that was how we, that was how we hit affiliate, was we were playing some Animal Crossing. I do need to level up this one, though. Here's what we're going to do, though. We are going to go into online mode. If you play Pokemon, and you can be playing, like, you can be on our Twitch, you can be hanging out on our YouTube. Seeker, thank you so much for the Prime sub! We have never had more... Okay. Hold on. I think StreamerBot is doing just kind of constant ads, and I need it to not. Actually, what might have happened is, before I couldn't tell if it was working, and I might have pressed my 3-minute ad button a couple times, and it might have just queued those up. So let me just check my okay, yeah, action queue. We're gonna delete these. Delete. No, let me delete. Inspect variables. I don't want, I want these to stop. I would like for you to not. Pause. No, don't. I don't know how to stop this queue. And I don't want the ads to just keep going. Yellow Jane with a charity for Pride, I have to support. Thank you so much. And hey, look, every time you use every time you use your Twitch Prime subscription to subscribe to a channel, you take $2.50 away from Daddy Bezos, and that makes Daddy Bezos very sad. That might work. Hold on, let's try that. Yes, we're gonna close it. Good call, David. Good call. I couldn't tell if my Stream Deck was working. And so I, like, pushed the button, and I'm like, did it work? And I pushed the button, and I'm like, did it work? And apparently it did work. And it just queued all of them up. Okay, let's check action cues. That seems to be clear, so hopefully the spamming of the ad button will stop now. Wild, y'all. It's a wild day, and we're hardly even anywhere. But yes, so here's what we are going to do first. I forgot I closed that, shutting that down, also closed my combined chat, and I need my combined chat so I can know if anyone on YouTube would like a Pokemon, because we are going to be giving them away. Please take my shinies. I have, let's see. These are all breed checks. You can tell what I'm working on getting a shiny of right now. These are all shiny Pokemon that I am giving. Oh, okay, there, that is gone. All shiny. These are either bred or caught by me. Many of them are from different games. Some of them are from shiny raids here in this game. Long ad break, be right back. Just finished. Ugh. I am so sorry, Rex. So what happened was I have a button that if you push it, it like runs a 3-minute ad and then also does a timer and tells me when the ad is done. The problem was I couldn't tell if that if that button was working. So I pushed it and I was like, did that work? And I pushed it and I pushed it again. And I just checked in StreamerBot and it did work and it had queued all of those actions. So as soon as the 3-minute ad break was ending, it was running it again. Which was not what I wanted. I wanted it to run once so that no one would have to watch the ads when they came in. But here we are now. But yes, I have 60 shiny Pokemon that I am ready and eager to give away. So if you play Pokemon and you would like a shiny, please let me know. All of these are up for good homes or just to live in a box. Whatever you want. Way back in the Pokemon Pearl days, I got one of those Psyducks from the developers that they randomly traded on the net. That's cool. So that's what I'm about to do. So over here are all of my Breedjecks. So these are all perfect Pokemon. But they were not shiny. But the way shiny breeding works is you end up with a whole lot of perfect Pokemon. And I'm going to also put these up. Yes, Psyduck tails, not Psyduck tails, Slowpoke tails are a thing that they eat. I have so many Breedjecks, y'all. Okay, so here's where we're going to start. We are going to start with Pokemon Portal. If you play and you would like a shiny, please let me know. I have a bajillion. I'm wondering if I shouldn't, like, post on, like, a Reddit Pokemon thread that I'm giving them away. But also I feel like Reddit Pokemon dings you, suspends your account, or suspends you from that if you post Magikarp, my second favorite Pokemon. If you post your own stuff, so I'm not doing that. I consider doing that, and I'm like, I don't actually want to risk my Reddit account. I need my Reddit account for cataclysm stuff. So yes, thank you again. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be throwing those out occasionally, and then we are gonna fly over here. And we're gonna try and... we gotta get this Finizen up a couple levels. Honestly, y'all, this is mostly gonna be, like, just chatting. Like, just chatting and trading. Like, just chatting and trading. That's what we're here to do. We're gonna chat and trade. And so again, if you are hanging out either on YouTube or on Twitch and you would like a shiny Pokemon, please just let me know. I have so many. I have so many duplicates. And what's probably sad is, well, I don't know. I hope people who get these know that they are perfect. Are you trading a little dirt under the pillow for the dirt man? Y'all, David has a new obsession. And David obsessions come and go. This one is lasting longer than most. I'm on Twitch. Does that... it absolutely counts. If you would like a shiny Pokemon, please, just tell me. I would like to get... Again, the reason I'm doing these surprise trades of the perfect ones are, like, I have too many perfect Pokemon. I am almost out of room in my Pokemon home. So they need to leave. And, oh goodness, well look at this. This might very well be a hacked Pokemon. Let's take a look. Yep, Pokeven.com. That is a hacked Pokemon. So even though it is a oh, excuse me, that's embarrassing. Even though it is a shiny that we need, it's gonna get released. Case full, can't eat any more Pokemon. So we're gonna fight a Sushi. Oh, look at that. Hold on. This is exactly where we don't want it to be. So let's move me. Let's just move me over here. Prisicon, welcome on in. How are you doing? I can live in this corner today. That's good. Hello, welcome on in. We are trading. We are trading away perfect Pokemon, and I am giving away shiny Pokemon. So, as always on this stream, for those of you who know, you've heard it before. For some of you, this is your first time hearing it. If you would like a shiny Pokemon, or if you have a perfect Pokemon that you would really like, just let me know. I have so many. How is RuneScape treating you? Somebody once told me my head was full of macaroni. And yes, it is a wild day. I don't like that these, like, Pokemon hacking bot accounts are getting perfect Pokemon. Because they just want to advertise their Pokemon hacking services. And y'all, it's not hard to hack a Pokemon to make it shiny. It is so much more rewarding to hunt them. But yes, it is an absolutely wild day. It is 1, my birthday. 2, affiliate-versary. 3, it is Pride. We have done 2 out of 5 charity games, and we have already tripled our goal of $500. We've raised more than $1,500, and tomorrow we are doing the Juneteenth game with Jeremy Cobb and Danielle Radford. Cypher of Tyr, Black Girl Mage, and Candace the Magnificent, of course, and Zach the Drac. I am so excited to see what they get up to in Paradox Perfect. And then Thursday, another game that will be Monster Hearts in Magnificent Pride. What a frickin' table, right? I cannot believe. Like, one of those, like, I am shocked and humbled and so excited. And then, as I was saying earlier, we were, as we found out while producing a game on Thursday, we are a finalist for the Crit Awards for Best Legacy Twitch Channel. So if you have not voted, please do. Like, every single person nominated this year is so deserving. The categories are so hard to pick from because everyone is so amazing. Oh, I'm recording. I don't need to be recording. We're going to stop recording and save some hard drive space. Pulled up the voting right as you said that. You're the best. Thank you, Seeker. Yeah, like Candace is up for Best Costume. Pan, who plays on the Emergency Power Podcast. For those of you who don't know, Emergency Power Podcast is my love. And this is my character. This is Pan's character. Pan has been nominated for Best Paizo Player, which is incredible, and they absolutely deserve it. Pan is just a powerhouse of creativity, and I adore them, and I am so fortunate that I get to play with them. And number one, awards. I want to say this carefully, and I want to say this very clearly. Awards are great, but awards do not mean everything. Some of the most talented players I know were not nominated. Some of my favorite shows were not nominated. Not being nominated does not mean that your performance or your show or your whatever or your favorite whatever is not amazing, and it really... I have feels about awards, especially these where it's kind of like it's a popular vote thing, because it really does come down to who has the biggest network, who can do the most marketing, who can, you know, so to say, put the most butts in seats. And that makes it... The real recognition is from your community. Exactly. The popularity contest commenters usually have no taste. Oh, David. Oh, David. So I just want to be clear that, like, David and I share of the opinion that, oh wait, you're not a perfect. These are not perfect. You two are not getting traded because you're not perfect. Only you're getting traded. Awards definitely help when it comes to getting sponsors. It definitely helps when it comes to trying to get bigger names to notice you, trying to get seats at certain tables. But at the end of the day, awards don't really matter. The thing that they really impact, though, is imposter syndrome. And y'all, you can ask David. I have the absolute worst imposter syndrome about everything. And especially about what I do in the TTRPG space, because, like, I'm just a little guy, you know? It's just me and David out here trying to do all this, and there are so many channels with... that's not true, not anymore. We now have truly incredible people who have stepped up and volunteered to help with our channel. Be that people like Candace, who are not only GMing for us, but also organizing tables. We had another incredible GM whom, like, David and Candace and I respect so much, who reached out and asked if they could run run a game on our channel, which was just an absolute delight. If I won an award, I'd be obnoxious about it for a while. Like, honestly, there's a part of me that feels guilty for being nominated. If you want to know how weird my imposter syndrome is, right? It's very strange. Yes, win. That is true, DC. That is absolutely true. What I'm trying to say is, awards have great purpose and also no purpose, especially popularity contest awards. So, what I'm saying is, if you were not nominated, or if someone you love and adore was not nominated, that is not a reflection on you or that person. You and that person are both awesome. Can say, if you want to absolutely make the day, week, month of someone, nominate them for an award when the time comes. It does take a little work, but it really genuinely can mean a whole lot to people. I know, because again, I'm over here with more than just a little imposter syndrome going, well, yeah, but should I really have been nominated? Like, is that really what should have happened? Well, at the same time being like, oh my goodness, like, other people, there are so many other channels who deserve this award. But also, if we won it, that would help so much with sponsors. That would help so much with recognition. So it's this weird back and forth, twist and pull. And it feels icky to ask for your vote, to ask you to do this. So thank you for doing it. Thank you so much for voting if you do. And be sure to vote for your favorite people. If we're not your favorite legacy channel, cool, great. Please vote for your favorite legacy channel, because people work really, really hard and deserve a lot of recognition. And yes, I will ask for your votes. I will ask for your money. I will ask for your souls, says David. And look, that's fair. Kay, again, imposter syndrome kicks Kay's butt. How's the volume, by the way? I did not check on the game volume before we started firing this up. And as a reminder, I have shiny Pokemon to give away. So if you would like a shiny Pokemon, please shout out. I do not care if you are on YouTube or if you are on Twitch. I can give away to both. As a heads up, if you're watching on YouTube, YouTube did not give us the option to select Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, so it says we're playing in Sword and Shield. Obviously, we are not. This is Scarlet and Violet. I don't know, y'all. YouTube is great. We are working, see if that's any better. We are working so hard to get monetized on YouTube. That is our next, like, big goal for the channel. But their live streaming is, it could be better. That's what I'll say. It could be better. Nice looking sideways chat. Right? Thank you. I learned it secondhand from you because Herb was using it, and I'm like, I need to figure out how to do that. And Herb is like, yeah, I learned from DC how to do this using this thing, but then I didn't want to use that program, so I found a tool to do it in StreamerBot. And here's the thing, I couldn't find the tool that Herb used to do it in StreamerBot, so I used your method. So thank you, DC. And also, y'all, if you are a streamer, if you are a producer, you should go check out DC Lasser. I just cannot type, which, you know what, that's fine. There we go. Go follow DC Lasser, producer to the stars. You will not regret it. You will learn so many tips. Your stream setup will become so much better because DC is just awesome like that. And there are a number of tricks that we have learned. Yes. Check out DC Lasser to figure out how to do all of the things necessary to stream and to make your streams even more friendly to TTRPG production, etc. I am entirely sure that we have completed our surprise trade, and I just missed the little pop-up. But yes, I got a birthday Nintendo Direct with several things I am excited about. What did y'all think? What are you excited for? Like, there are a number of things that I am excited for. Like, let me be clear. D9, I wonder if related to Deep Space. But y'all, for me, and I'm gonna level with you, the absolute highlight of the Nintendo Direct for me didn't happen during the Nintendo Direct. So for those of you who don't know, I work in video games, and I was laid off last week. And it's been rough. Like, as most of you probably know, it's a rough time to work in video games. And they shut down my company shut down 2 studios. Gone in a week. And that's just me. So many studios have closed down. So many incredibly talented people are out of a job. And it sucks. And it's terrible. But I was kind of reminded of why we are in this space because I was watching this stream. New Zelda Ace Attorney package, Dragon Quest 1-3. Oh, I need the Dragon Quest. My favorite moment of the Nintendo Direct was I finished the stream. We were chatting. We were being all nerdy and hyped about it in our Discord. And I finished the stream and was clicking around Twitter, just kind of checking my feed. Y'all, I'm overwhelmed between the charity games, between the short form content I've done to promote the charity games and scheduled those tweets, between releasing our Lines and Veils, alpha test, beta test, whatever you want to call it this week. Like, my notifications are absolutely bananas. But while scrolling through it, I saw one of my friends be like, I am so proud and so excited to finally be able to say that I'm working on the US side of the new Legend of Zelda game. And it was just the pride and the excitement that I felt. And it's like, I know this person, she's incredible. They absolutely deserve to work on something like this, and they absolutely deserve the recognition. And that was the highlight of the Nintendo Direct for me. It was like, yes, this is why we're in games. Everything sucks right now, but this is why we do it. And so thank you for letting me go on that little tangent. But yes, the new Zelda looks amazing. David and I have already had the discussion about, okay, so which one of us is streaming it the day it comes out? Which one of us is doing it? Because we know one of us is doing it. Dragon Quest III needs to be in my veins this exact second. Dragon Quest is one of my favorites, and HD2D is everything that I love. I will continue to desire a Chrono Trigger HD2D remake, not because that game needs to be, like, Chrono Trigger still looks amazing. But imagine how good it could look. Imagine how amazing it could look if they just made it HD2D. It would be glorious, and I want it so badly. Chrono Trigger, best RPG ever made, and I'll die on I mean, look, Chrono Trigger is joy for me. Just absolute hecking joy. Chrono Trigger had such a big impact on Baby K. Like, two very different games, but like the two games that made Baby K want to work in video games and set me down this path was Chrono Trigger and The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. And for those of you who don't know, I used to be a video games journalist, and I got to play a preview of Link's Awakening before it was out. I think maybe it was San Diego Comic-Con, I don't remember, but I got to play the game behind closed doors before it was out and write about it. And for several months pre-release, my quote was on the Nintendo Switch website on the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening remake. And I know it's a silly thing, but it was so weirdly validating to be like, this is a game that had such a big impact on my childhood. And this game, these people are quoting me in the remake. And it was just absolutely wild. And I am absolutely kicking myself because I did not take a screenshot of it. And I am so angry that I did not. Because that was just like a bucket list-y thing. That was very quick. But yes, thank you to everyone hanging out. Thank you to chatters. Thank you to my lurkers. I'm not going to call you out. We appreciate you lurking. Very much appreciated. It is my birthday. It is our affiliate-versary, and I am giving away both perfect and shiny Pokemon. So if you desire a shiny Pokemon or a perfect Pokemon, please just let me know. I have so many, and I'm literally just going to be hanging out here and giving away Pokemon. That's all I'm doing. Pirate! Painting Pirate! Hello! Welcome in! I hope Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is treating you amazing. Thank you so much for the gift subs. 5 gift subs. Let's see. This time I can actually see. Lauren Obo, Dark Winds, Smolecule, Sir Demon, and the Lurking Writer. Thank you so much, Pirate. How are you doing? How is California treating you? I am so jealous. I got laid off, so the odds of my returning to California sooner rather than later are so much higher than they were just a month ago. So welcome in. Thank you so much for the gift subs. I hope today is treating you great. We are hanging out, and I am giving away shiny and perfect Pokemon. So if you know any Pokemon players who would like a shiny, please tell them to come by and shout at me, either on Twitch or on YouTube. Both are great. Callie is great. I'm so glad to hear it. Yeah, I for a while had to be kind of careful about saying it because it was like, well, I moved to New York for this job, and this part of this company is that they just really love New York. So I got to be careful about, grumbling. And don't get me wrong, I love New York the city. But I can't wait to get back to LA. I've got a couple bites already, both in the LA area. So, we'll see if I can land the thing. But yes, and now after today's Nintendo Direct, like the pressure has been cranked up on, okay, so I need to have a job by the time that Dragon Quest III comes out so that I can buy it on launch day. I can't wait for me to move back to your part of town, David. Like, I miss our hangouts so much. I get that. New York will always be my second home, but my love for it no longer match my needs for the place I live. Exactly. I get that. I'm gonna show... Y'all, I was surprised today I was surprised with birthday art. I was not prepared. Lovewin, who is just an incredible supporter of the channel, Black self-taught artist, absolutely incredibly kind human being. Look what they surprised me with. Look at this art, and look at that baby soul, just that smug little shit peeking out from behind my leg. They are up to no good, and it is delightful. I was not prepared, and I even think that the lines on my arm is the grid that we use in all of our advertisement overlays to like make it clear that we are TTRPGs. I'm just, it's so sweet and it's so good and it was such a surprise. And I'm gonna have to ping Lovewind because I think I need to make, you can't see my mouse, but I'm circling Soul's face and I'm like, can I make Soul an icon, an emote on Twitch and or our Discord and or the EPP Discord? Because this is just joy. Just joy. So yes, please. Does this work? Hold on. I think I set it up. Haha! They were last playing art. But yes, Lovewin is incredible and just such a happy, positive force. So yes, it's just been a delightful day so far, except I'll tell you the one downside to my day so far. And again, if this is the worst thing that happens today, I will be elated. But I woke up at 5 a.m. Couldn't go back to sleep. Usually my body likes to go, hey, beep, 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 beep. It's 5. And I'm like, cool, I don't want to be awake. And it's like, yeah, but it's 5. And I'm like, why are you telling me this? It's like, because you want to know that it's 5. And I'm like, I don't want to, I'm going back to sleep. And it's like, okay. And then it'll go, beep, 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 beep. Hey, it's 6 a.m. I told you I don't want to be awake at 6 a.m. No, you said you didn't want to be awake at 5 a.m. And on good days, I can go back to sleep until about 7. Today, there was no going back to sleep. Sleep and I are not friends. It didn't happen. Which is fine. That's not the problem. The problem is, I'm like, well, I'm awake. I guess I'm getting up. So I got up too early. And my cats were like, oh, you have been awake for X amount of time. That means we should be fed. Now, my cats get wet food from me, but they get dry food from a feeder so that they don't wake me up any earlier than my body already does. Because we all know that cats are demanding little things. So my cats are like running around going like, hey, you've been awake for like an hour and our feeder hasn't gone off. That means that the feeder is broken, we are starving, and we will never eat again. Please feed us. So I got about 2 hours of my cats just screaming at me, convinced that they were going to die of starvation. That has been the low point of the day. And you know, if that's the low point, it's not bad. I also had Gilmore on my lap twice, so that was great. Okay, we're about to have this done. Oh, I'm giving away Pokemon. I haven't checked that for a second. Hold on. Poke Portal. But yes, I try to do giveaways every year for my birthday. During the Animal Crossing days, I would do great big island parties and hide presents all over my island and let people come around and try to find them. And that was how we hit affiliate. It was my birthday and people were just hanging out and just having a great time. I had gift wrapped presents everywhere and it was like a whole pile of presents set out, and it was like, take one of this color wrapping, one of this color wrapping, and then there are hidden items wrapped up around the island. Go find them. Take as many of those as you can find. And people really, really loved that. It was such a delight. People were coming and going. People were very respectful. Like, we didn't have anyone coming in and just taking everything. And then, like, again, I've got a ton of shiny Pokemon, and apparently we don't have a whole lot of Pokemon players hanging out. Hey, Dre, welcome in. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Yes, we are hanging out. It is my birthday. It is our affiliate anniversary. And we are going to be streaming again later tonight. We are going to be doing the Table Talk Show with special guest Jeremy Cobb of Three Black Halflings, who's going to be in talking about the show that he is running here tomorrow for Juneteenth, which will be our third Magnificent Pride charity game benefiting Black and Pink. And yeah, it's a wild time, y'all. This month has just been birthday. I don't know why. I have a Discord server full of pun masters, and I don't know why I did not anticipate that Birth K was going to happen. Haven't played this in so long. Well, I really only play to shiny hunt. I have a living, well, it's incomplete as of this generation, but for this generation and older, I have a complete living shiny dex. Every shiny Pokemon that you can get legitimately, I have one of. Including regional forms, and, you know, all of that. Right now, I'm giving away all of these perfect Pokemon. Like, I have too many perfect Pokemon. These are all perfect. These are all perfect, so I'm just going through them. But if anyone is hanging out and would like a shiny Pokemon, I have 2 boxes worth of shiny Pokemon that I would love to give away. Or if you're like, I would really like a perfect Pokemon, you can have a perfect, too. You can have one of my breed checks. I've got so many of them. But yes, it is a chill time right now. How to say you have a shiny problem without saying you have a shiny problem. Look, actually, here. I'm gonna show you how you know I have a shiny problem. David knows what's coming. Oh, okay. I don't have it open currently. Sheets. Here it is. This... Oh, I'm gonna put it here so it'll go to both. I have the DLC, but never bothered getting into it. I have not beaten the one DLC, but the Blueberry Academy DLC I did. This is how you know I have a shiny problem. And yes, it is color-coded and reactive. Oh, that has no effect. I'm out of... Well then, you know what we're gonna have to do? We're just gonna have to run away from the Scyther and let him feel superior. Because that's what you have to do on occasion. But yes, Dre, I hope your day is treating you well. I hope everyone is not overheating. It seems to be very warm for most people. It certainly is here. If I was Kay, my resume would just be this spreadsheet. If you have not seen, we made a Google Docs based lines and veils sheet. Google Sheets based. The only mons I need are the Hisuian ones. Well, let me know, cause I got a few. We made. I am so delighted at how well it has turned out. But basically, I was playing in a game over at Sword and Key, and they had a really nice Google Docs-based lines and veils thing. But the poor GM or safety officer or whoever, someone had to go through and manually take all the sheets from all the different players and then collate them and make sure that what was supposed to be red was red and what was supposed to be what was what. And I'm like, I think we can do better. So we have built a color reactive, copy pastable spreadsheet set of lines and veils. It has plenty of space for players to be able to customize or the GM to be able to add things specific to a campaign. And players send it in. The GM just has to copy paste into a sheet, copy paste the other one into another tab, copy paste the other one into another tab, and then the math behind the scenes will do will collect it all and put it at the highest rate. So if everyone did green but one person did red, it'll show up as red, and just does all of that work for you. So all you have to do is copy paste and then move on with your life and get back to planning your game. And I am so excited to have it out there because it has been a lot of work. The heat is getting very and unbearable, and I'm trying to stay as cool as I can. I get that. I don't know if there's like background noise that y'all can hear today, but I have this little guy going and it's spraying cool water. Like it's not an air conditioner, but it's what I am a very cold-natured person, so I don't need a lot of cool to keep me cool. But I'm also like, I wonder how much of this my microphone is picking up. I do have a, oh, I think that this is gonna be another hacked one. Yep. Another hacked shiny Pokemon. I do have a noise filter. So I'm hoping, between the noise filter and the Pokemon music, hoping it's not too obvious. Good, that makes me very happy. I specifically do not turn it on for the podcasts where, you know, audio is so important, but I definitely miss it during the podcasts. Hadn't heard it until you lifted it up. Excellent, thank you. Yeah, I added a little bit of a noise gate onto my OBS too, which I was like, I hope this helps, because especially when I'm streaming during the day, the evenings when it's a little bit cooler, it's a little more okay, but yeah, it was good. It was a good little buy. It's got a little water tank, obviously, because that's the water jets come out, but then you can also put ice in it, so it makes it like extra cool, and it definitely helps. I have felt the difference. But you know, I'm also from the South where it gets real hot real quick. So, you know, I do the trick of, in the mornings when it's cooler, I have all the air coming in, and then as it starts to warm up, I close the blinds, I close all the curtains, and turn the box fans facing out. And then as it gets even hotter, you close all the windows, close the curtains, and turn the box fans back in. And that tends to, like, help with the heat a lot. And again, I am a cold-natured person, so it generally works well for me. For David, will not work. David is a furnace, and I am not. I am an ice cube. Being cold is my natural state. I am a lizard, and I do not generate my own body heat. Unfortunately. Well, this is at least helping me fill out my Pokedex, which I have all of these. I just don't want to transfer them all over from home one by one by one. If I don't have an AC unit awkwardly jammed in my sphincter, I will not function. Poor David. Poor David and I, we work real well together, and we are very much on the same page about a number of things. But when it comes to temperature, we could not be further apart. But yes. As I said, if you're hanging out and you would like a shiny Pokemon, please just let me know. I've got so many. And in fact, I might just throw one. See, here's the thing. You've seen how many hacked shiny Pokemon we have. And generally, one of the best ways to know if a shiny Pokemon is hacked is if you get it over Wonder Trade. Or Surprise Trade, or whatever they call it now. The other way is, you know, if it's got sitename.com.tv, whatever. Like, that's a hacked Pokemon. I have a bunch of legitimate shiny Pokemon, and I would like to throw them out, you know, over surprise trade, just to, you know, surprise people. That's the point of it. But I also feel like there's such a, oh no, if this shiny is on the surprise trade, that means it is hacked. And I don't have a good way to, there's no good way to counter that. So I'm like, I don't want to give this away and then just have someone go, this is hacked, I better delete it before I get in trouble. But also, I might just have to do that. Again, part of me is like, I should just go onto a Pokemon forum or go onto a Pokemon subreddit and be like, I'm giving away shinies. If you want them, come by. But I feel like I'll also get banned for doing that for self-promotion. Oh, here's another hacked. See, even I do it. I'm like, but of course it's in a luxury ball, so. Yeah, I have not bothered upgrading my Blueberry Island with all the starters, because I have all the starters in my Living Shiny Pokedex. So I'm like, I don't need them. So this is actually helping me fill out that secondary Pokedex, which I've already completed. But also have not, because those Pokemon were not available in this game. It gets complicated, y'all. Yes, I very much appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I hope you're all having a great day. And yeah, I hope you're staying cool, because if I'm a little bit warm, I know that other people are just melting, just absolutely melting. And I don't like that for my friends. That Pokemon was so difficult to get in Arceus. Whew. And I'm just like, I'm doing so much work for this Pokemon that is so common. But also I need it for this particular Pokedex. I am really excited to see what they do with the Pokemon A to Z Black and White Arceus style remake. Pokemon Black and White really was an excellent game, and it was better than I think a lot of people knew or acknowledged, and it's part of the reason the lack of love and respect that it deserved is part of the reason we didn't get more Pokemon games like that. Like, there was so much backlash to not being able to get new Pokemon, or get old legacy Pokemon until after you beat the game. And then, of course, people were like, oh, well, this Pokemon is just a Geodude, but this version of the Geodude evolution. And it's like, yeah, it is. Like, correct. We even see that here, the Minecraft mushroom Pokemon. That's 100% this region's version of Geodude. That's not a bad thing. That's how things work. But I really enjoyed the world of Black and White. And I cannot wait to see how the Legends series evolves. Because, yes, Pokemon Legends is a little light on certain things. You know, there was definitely no breeding. Which we all know I really like. I really do enjoy, breeding my Pokemon. Have at, David. I know you're dying to, David. Have at. Now is your time. But when other people complain about, oh, but it didn't have blank, or it didn't have blank, like, well, you're not wrong, but also the original Pokemon didn't have a bunch of these things either. They came out, like, the game grew and evolved. Breeding out on the streets on Twitch stream? Doesn't that violate the TOS? So getting to kind of see, like, that's when we talk about, like, how do you make a Pokemon rival? It's very difficult because the game is so complex and so many people like different elements. So if you don't have a particular element of the game, then you are losing out on part of that Pokemon's crowd, right? You're losing part of that target demographic. But... oh, good. Yes, please. What are we gonna learn? But you also can't put out a game as complex as Pokemon right off the bat. It doesn't work. Okay, let's... I gotta move me again. Okay. Double hit. Supersonic. Yeah. Yeah. We don't need Confuse. Probably not the smartest if we're doing competitive, but guess what? We're not doing competitive play, so we're good. We all good. Okay. Ta-da! So, yeah, I'm very excited to see, like, a Pokemon game. Oh, I don't need to level Finizen up anymore. Cool. Goodness, y'all, we are up to 59 subscribers. Thank you so much. Two pirates have given us a ton of gift subs. And that is so incredibly kind, and I cannot thank you all enough. More subs than our little channel has ever had. So thank you. And again, if you are not following Painting Pirate, please do. If you are not following DC Lacer, please do. If you're not following Dre is awesome. Go check out Tripping Crutch. And yeah, we're gonna see... Hey, Chris! What is that? What is that emote? Is it a... I'm torn between a little animal on all fours wearing a space helmet and a little animal on all fours wearing it's a panda butt. I was like, is that a little critter in a diaper? It's so cute. I couldn't place it for a minute. Especially with the... It's so cute! It's a little bear with a bear booty. Oh. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Really? I didn't... Oh, I have... I'm working on it now. It's very cute. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pop over here and give away some of these, like, lower tier shinies is what we're gonna call them. No, please do work. Thank you for lurking. It is so appreciated. Okay, let's give away this little buddy first. We got a shiny Psyduck, and because he's blue as a shiny, he matches his Pokeball, which makes me so happy whenever I can catch a Pokemon in a matching Pokeball. There, you can see that it's shiny because my little header went away. So we're gonna give away some of these kind of like lower tier Pokemon, so if they do get, if someone is like, oh, nope, no way, this is hacked, you know, this isn't a legitimate Pokemon, at least it's, you know, a Psyduck that's decently easy to get. That went very quickly. And again, we have a bot say it, but let me say it with my words, with my face hole. Thank you for hanging out. Regardless of if you're lurking, whatever you're here for, thank you so much. Chatting, lurking, whatever. You are here, you are part of this, and we are so grateful. So yes, Shinies are being given away now. So if you want a shiny, please, please do shout. Yeah, we can give away a Wingull. It is, I have so many shiny Wingull. This is a super old school Pokemon from when I used to, hoard encounter hunt shinies. While I was working at DeviantArt. It was so long ago! Horde encounters and horde chaining shiny fishing is what got me into Pokemon shiny hunting. For a very long time, for a very big portion of my life, my version of meditation was laying in bed at night, holding my Game Boy Advance, or SP, eyes closed, shiny fishing. Just cast, listen, pull, run away. Cast, listen, pull, run away. Cast, or maybe it was cast, listen, pull, knock it out, right? But I had it down to such a science. Matt! Happy affiliate-versary! Happy K-Day. Yes, it is affiliate-versary. It is birthday. It is all of the things. We are giving away shiny Pokemon because I have too many, and I got a shiny back. That's funny. I'm decently sure that one is not actually going to be. So I have a bunch of Milcery, so we'll give away some Milcery. And again, y'all, if you play Pokemon and you would like a shiny, please shout out. Twitch or YouTube, it does not matter, and I'm just going to wait for my little header to go away so that it is there on the video for posterity that yes, these are shinies that we're giving away. Too many, they say, like they didn't hoard them to begin with. Look. It is my birthday. It is our affiliate-versary. We are 2 games into a 5-game charity run. It is Pride Month, and I have been laid off. Why you coming at me like this, Matt? Why you doing this? You didn't have to wake up and choose violence. Except you did. You absolutely did. Yeah, spelling is very weird. English is a very strange language, and spelling is a lie. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bribe someone to play this game again. That's 2 people calling you out, Kay. That confirms you have a problem. Look. I am so aware that I have a problem. Again, I have a, what's it called? What's the reactive formula thing that you do in Google spreadsheets where if the thing matches, it changes color? Custom formula, custom value. It's not, Not dynamic formula. Whew, the talk show is going to be really interesting if I cannot even grab these words today. Like, it's going to be... I have a problem, and the only solution is more shinies. Thank you, Seeker. I'm so... Conditional formatting. Thank you. I have a conditional formatting Pokemon collection box doc that... It's excessive. I know it's excessive. I would tell you all that that these are just choices and I can quit anytime I want. But I can't. I can't quit. And at one point I was like, maybe I'm done. And then I went, oh, but a new game just came out. And up until this game, I've had a complete living shiny Pokedex since the Game Boy SP days. I guess I have to keep playing Pokemon so that I no longer don't have a complete living shiny dex. This is the logic I've got, y'all. This is my logic. I don't know why my brain is like this, but it is. But it is. It also entertains me that my hair has gotten more and more in line with my Pokemon avatar's hair. Like, it's just become more and more like my Pokemon. I really need to dye my hair too. I am excited. I don't think I can do it tomorrow, but I think I can do it Thursday. Because my call on Thursday is an actual call, not a video call. So I can have my hair in a shower cap, in purple dye, and I'll be okay. Yeah, I need to evolve this Finizen into a Palafin. So I'm gonna have to find someone, bribe someone to, another hacked one, to, open up their game and let me hop in and level up my Finizen so that I can be one step closer to this complete living shiny Pokedex. Just palling around instead of evolving. Exactly. I thought, yeah, that's what I'll do. While I'm on stream, I need to level this Pokemon up so it'll evolve, and I'll just do that. And then I was like, huh, how do I evolve this? Must be in another person's game. Okay, maybe we're not doing that today. Yes, and I have said it to you, Matt, but I will say it again. Thank you for all your help on the Lines and Veils doc. Matt did some truly impressive coding to make that happen. I had an idea, I was very close, and I'm like, I know what I need this to do. I do not have the correct Google Foo verbiage for Google to give me the steps that I need to take to get this thing that I need. Coding is my pastime, only second to math. Yeah, I am allergic to math. I think David knows this, I started using Google Sheets because I was trying to track a bunch of stuff for a game called Flight Rising, which is like a forum-based dragon raising and breeding thing. And I was in a guild that, you have to keep your dragons fed, and we collected extra food to send it to people who were new or who were gone a lot, and I was trying to manage all the accounting in this, and it was horrible. And I was like, wait, if I put all of this in Google Sheets and do some basic formulas, then Google Sheets will do the math, and I don't have to math. And then I figured out, ooh, I can also use it to make pie charts and graphs, and that was great. That was the right call. Catching them all is very much a problem of mine. I get into a game and immediately have a spreadsheet. Surprisingly, I have not opened my... Well, I know why I didn't. I do have a Stardew Valley spreadsheet. I have not opened it for this run of Stardew Valley. Because, y'all, white-knuckling Stardew Valley is the only thing that has gotten me through the past, like, month leading up to the layoff, because when it was in the air. We felt it coming. And the only thing that's gotten me through is just white-knuckling Stardew Valley. But when the 1.6 patch came out, I was like, well, I guess I'm playing it on PC because I need to play Stardew Valley. And it's not out for my Switch yet. I need the new content update. So I did an evil, an evil JoJo Mart run with Soul, my Starfinder character, because Soul is all about the gold. Give me that gold straight into my hard drive. Soul is all about the money. So I'm like, this makes sense. This is a thing that Soul would do. And then once it comes out on Switch, then I'm going to do it all over again as Burton and do the community center run, which is great, and I will need the spreadsheet for that so I can make sure that I grow all of the things I need to grow so that I can complete the community center ASAP. How are you feeling about the Stardew Valley, Nintendo? Monstera, whatever that, some twist on monster. I didn't pay too much attention to it. Um, it very much looked like a throw a bunch of monsters onto a field and stand back kind of combat thing, and I would have really, like, I was excited for it to be turn-based, and it wasn't. So, that's when I kind of stopped watching. I just really like turn-based monster games, y'all. I just really like turn-based games, right? I almost got angry during the presentation when they were like, Saga's combat has evolved, and I'm like, you made Saga's an action thing, and they're like, it's evolved to timeline. I'm like, okay, that's acceptable. That's good. I understand that action-based games are the thing right now, but I just really like my turn-based combat. I just do. That's what makes me happy. All right, and with a brand new Gengar hanging out, who will be released because clearly hacked. I hate it. Give me my turn-based RPGs. Thank you, Seeker. You're one of us. You can stay. You get to stay. I agree. So after running a bajillion ads at the start of this because, oops, the ad timer has run out. Pre-rolls are back. So we are going to take a short break. I am going to refill my iced tea, and we'll come back to do more of this. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for spending my birthday and our affiliate anniversary with us, our stream anniversary. And I will see you all in about 3 minutes. We're going to go to a BRB screen, so you're not going to miss anything, even if you're not subscribed. Thank you again, Seeker, for the subscription, and thank you, Painting Pirate, for the gift subs. So appreciated. And see you in about 3 minutes, y'all. Okay, I haven't done this, and so there's my BRB. Be right back! Hola! We are back. Ads should be clear. It's always a little bit of a question mark with Twitch because they say, you know, it's 3 minutes, and then sometimes it's like 3 minutes and 20 seconds, 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and, you know, part of the reason of doing the pre-rolls is so that people don't miss the thing. Not that there's a whole lot to miss here, but, yeah, Mimics Miss said, I really enjoyed Everland because the mix of both old school Zelda turn-based and action fighting. Yeah, I play video games to relax, and I don't find the frantic button mashing of action games to be relaxing. I want to be able to be like, oh, a thing has happened. I'm going to get up and walk away, and then I will come back, and it will still be my turn. That's my jam. Like, and again, I grew up, I don't know how well you can see this. You probably can't see it very well. Can you see? That stack, those are my old school Nintendo games. Just a original NES here, old school Nintendo games. I played the original Legend of Zelda. I played all of the Mario games up through 3. And then at some point I realized I don't actually enjoy all of these I did enjoy the Zeldas. Even though I'm not very good at the Zelda games, I still played them, at least until they went 3D. I stopped playing 3D Zelda games until Breath of the Wild, because it was so much twitch. There was so much twitch required, right? You had to do everything at the perfect sequence, at the perfect timing, and I couldn't do it, and I didn't want to do it. So I stopped, and then Breath of the Wild came out, and I'm like, this I like. This is less punishing. And then, look, y'all, I love Breath of the Wild, and I was so excited for Tears of the Kingdom. And then it turns out I didn't really like Tears of the Kingdom. I know it's blasphemous, and I'm mad at myself. I'm mad at myself. But it didn't really grab me. There's a new one out called Uden Chronicle that's by some of the people who made Stoken from back in the day. I want to pick it up. Turn-based. Ooh, very nice. It's Gimmighoul in a very fancy Pokeball. Was that a shiny? No. Oh, poor little buddy just has bad stats. But yeah, I feel so bad. I'm so grateful that Pirate came by, and I miss watching Pirate streams. But Pirate is doing Final Fantasy VII. And I really hope to play Final Fantasy VII. The second installment, whatever it's called, I don't even remember. I've been trying to look at it as little as possible because I know I want to play it, and there's a very real chance I will not enjoy playing it because it seems like they may have removed the tactical playstyle that they had in the first one, in the first installment of the remake, and that was the only way I played that game. I do not enjoy the action, but like I've basically stopped playing Final Fantasies because I do not enjoy the action-based combat, and that stinks. I also, like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm less than impressed with the decisions made around, yes, all the characters in this game are white, because this kingdom just has no black people. There's no black or brown people in this kingdom, and that's historically accurate. There's a reason for it, and that is what? What's the reason? Your fantasy world, where you created everything, you modeled all the characters, you made literally all the decisions. It doesn't have any black or brown characters. Why? And look, y'all, I recognize that I am neither black nor brown. I am as white bread as they come. But let me tell you. Okay. My favorite character from Final Fantasy VII is Reno. Like, Reno is probably my favorite video game character, full stop. I love Reno of the Turks so much. And I also love Vincent because edgelord, and then it's a problem. Like I love the Turks. Vincent was a Turk. Vincent's just vampires. It's a whole thing that I love. Vincent is a vibe. But like my favorite main character of Final Fantasy VII was Barret. I just rolled all the way back in my head, so I agree. Right? Like Barret was such an incredible character. And I really can't wait to play. I hope I get to play the second installment of Final Fantasy VII. I hope it has a turn-based option. Because I'm going to be very sad if it doesn't. And then I'm going to have to go back. Like, if it doesn't, then I'm going to feel like an absolute tool because I will not have watched all of Painting Pirate's Final Fantasy streams. And I'm going to have to go back and watch all of his Final Fantasy VII streams on VOD. Like, that's just what's going to have to happen. But as a reminder, because we do have a couple lurkers, and I so appreciate y'all, I'm not going to call you out, lurkers. If you are lurking, I see you. I appreciate you. You are awesome. But if you are lurking, I have, like, literally 60 shiny Pokemon that I am ready, willing, and eager to give away. I like to give people gifts on my birthday. So, if you play Pokemon and you would like a shiny Pokemon, please just shout. It can be in either chat, it can be on Twitch, it can be on YouTube, wherever you are watching. If you would like a shiny Pokemon, let me know. I will send it to you. Or if you would like a perfect Pokemon, I have a whole lot of breed checks that right now I'm just wonder trading away because I thought I was going to be power leveling a Pokemon, but I can't evolve it yet. So we're just hanging and chatting, which I might actually have to cut this short soon because my voice is like not behaving very well. Not only is it hot, y'all, allergies are so bad right now. Just so heckin' bad right now. And it stinks. Shiter. But yeah, I really miss the... I miss when most games were turn-based. Because that was just joyous. Just joyous. Ooh, that's a very pretty shiny, isn't it? Look at that. Look at that shiny. We're not going to keep you because you're a hacked one. But that was a nice little treat. Actually, Seeker, did you ever play, it was an indie game, Battle Chasers? That was one of the most glorious turn-based games I have played in a very long time. Joe Mad did it. Joe Mad used to do a comic called Battle Chasers, which I read when I was a wee baboke. And he stopped doing that because he went to go work on a little game called Dark Souls and never finished the comic. So once he like had Dark Souls money, he turned around and was like, aha, now I'm going to start a video game studio and tell the story of Battle Chasers in video game form. And it was a true love letter to JRPGs. It had a fishing minigame that was glorious, but it had a little mechanic, a little quirk that was so good. Joe's like, you know, in these games, you spam basic attacks because you want to conserve your magic, your mana, whatever you're gonna call it. And he's like, I wanted to encourage people to use magic to get through things faster. So what they did was they had, you know, your magic bar that was filled, you know, to a point. And then they had a little bitty tiny bar that was maybe a third of the size, third of the height of the bar. And that was a temporary magic bump, and you would get a temporary magic bump every time you used a basic attack. And that temporary little magic bump, that little fill, would go away at the end of each combat. So you could go into combat and be like, punch, magic. Punch, punch, bigger magic. To help you get through combat, get through like smaller combats faster. It was really cool for larger combats because you then started to strategize around like, okay, if I do 2 basic attacks, I will then have this bar filled to here, then I can cast this particular offensive spell for free, and that saves up my magic for then if something really bad happens next turn, my healer can use their mana to heal instead of doing that. Hey, Chrissy! Thank you so much. How are you doing? Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Did it not do the... Hold on. Did it not do the thing? How am I not following you? Okay, well, we have to, Look, y'all. Some days, you have to fix a thing. How is your today treating you, Chrissy? I hope it's well. Right now I'm giving away perfect Pokemon. Because I have yet to find... I've given away a couple shinies. But I don't want to just be giving away the shinies, because usually if you get a shiny over Wonder Trade, you're like, this is hacked, it's gotta go. Mine aren't hacked, they're legit, and I just want to give them to people. Yes, congratulations on your nomination, Chrissy. Like, what sucks? What really sucks is that there are too many awesome and deserving people in the same category. Too many times. Like, there's just, I'm like, how am I supposed to pick between these people? Because everyone here deserves it. And it is torture. Birthday is going very well, Chrissy. Thank you. I got a Nintendo Direct with games that I'm actually really excited about. And some of them that my friends have even worked on. So, that's great. My voice is trying to go, as you might be able to hear. So I might be wrapping this up soon. And then going to the store and buying myself a cake, because it's too hot to bake a cake. And then coming back and just having said cake for after our stream tonight with Jace Cobb. I missed the Direct. What are we excited about? And yes, thank you! I am floored. I think I told you. I think you were there. We found out that we were nominated while producing this last stream on Thursday. So it was absolutely, like, we found out on the 6th that we were gonna be a finalist. So that was just wild. Yes, there's a new Zelda, which is the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening remake, the little toy look, where you play as Zelda. You get to play as Zelda. And Zelda makes copies of things, including enemies, so Zelda can just summon an army of things to go kill for her, as it should be. I am beyond excited for the Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake, which we knew was coming, but we got to see more of it, and it truly looks incredible. But they also sprang on us. They're also releasing an HD 2D remake of Dragon Quest 1 and 2. Put it in my veins. What else? So there's Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright is coming out, which we discussed in our Discord. I've never actually played a Phoenix Wright game. I never have. Look. David and I have both logged an obscene number of hours in video games. Right? We have both logged so much time in video games. But our Venn diagram of the games that we have both played is like the tiniest overlap ever. All of our years of playing, decades combined, we had both played Zelda games and Final Fantasy VII. That was our only dialogue. That was our only overlap, right? It was redonkulous. So not only do I love Legend of Zelda, it's the thing that my best friend and I, like, share. It's the only thing that we have in common. Until I got David on the Stardew Valley train. Like, I ruined David's life by introducing him to... I want to know where the Phoenix Wright cosplay has come from. Like, it's a thing that has never occurred to me. Like, I'm not opposed. I just... Okay. And then, as I was saying earlier, so I apologize to those of you who are here. I mean, did you ruin David's life with Stardew? The number of hours that Stardew has stolen from David? Yes. Yes, I did. Best friend ruined my life with Stardew, and all is well. I feel that. Or did you make it a million times better? Look. Fun fact, our Venn diagram of Zelda games after the regular Nintendo is also barely touched. Yes. Yes. It's very not... But here's another fun K deep lore fact. David loves... Yes, Pierre knows exactly what he did. David loves K deep lore. One of the games that made me want to work in gaming, one of the games that was like an awakening for me about like, oh, this isn't just Mario runs from one side of the screen to the other and hopefully jumps at the right time, right? The moment that I really realized, oh, this is a incredible storytelling vehicle, was The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. And if you have watched the God Plane, it is very easy to recognize the influence that this had on me. If you have not watched the God Plane, and your name is Chrissy, don't watch the God Plane, because maybe we will run it for you, and you can't play it having watched the God Plane. But the concepts in that game, the concept of, oh, am I the bad guy? Am I doing the right thing? Was just world-shattering for me in the best way. Years later, many, many, many years later, I was a games journalist at San Diego Comic-Con, and oh no, it was the time I played it, it was E3. I got to play a preview of it at E3. Behind closed doors, I got to, you know, I got to go up into the Nintendo booth on top where they had all the stuff that they weren't showing people, and I got to play a short demo of The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, and the amount of The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening that is etched into my brain. Like, I was literally, we were in Maple Village, and I'm like counting the bushes, and I'm like, that is the correct number of bushes. And I know this because that's how much time I spent playing that game. That game was everything to me. Did I get my own Smoliv back? I'm going to be very entertained if I got my own Smoliv back. And I played the game. Oh, go away. Who's the original trainer? I'm going to check. I'm going to get out of here and check. I played the game. I wrote a preview article about it. And y'all... And I'm so angry at myself for not taking a screenshot of it. Like, I am so upset. I got my Smoliv back. Someone was like, I don't want this Smoliv. I don't care if it's perfect. I don't need it. Which is totally fair, y'all. I wrote an article about it. And on the official Nintendo store, on the Switch store, underneath where it was like, click to buy, they had my quote about how good this remake was. And how it was just a beautifully, oh god, so now we're gonna have to go through the whole evolution thing. A beautiful and faithful remake, everything that a remake should be. My quote for the game that made me want to work in games was on the official Nintendo site for the game, for the remake of the game that made me want to work in games. I'm so angry I did not take a screenshot of it. I don't know why I didn't. I had a computer crash shortly after that, so it probably wouldn't have survived that anyway. But yeah, that's some K Deep lore. Legend of Zelda has a very, very deep place in my heart, even if I don't play the most recent one. We don't talk about Tears of the Kingdom. David can talk about Tears of the Kingdom. But yes, I hope you are having a great day, Chrissy. I hope the world is treating everyone well. It is my birthday, so everyone should have a great day. Like, those are the rules. Those are the rules. And yeah, we're gonna hang out a little bit longer. And then I'm going to wander away, buy a cake. And I don't know, maybe I'll white knuckle some more Stardew. Or try to bribe a friend to turn on their Pokemon game so I can go into their game and evolve my Finizen. I actually know exactly, I know I can make Derek do it. I'm gonna be like, Derek. Turn on your game. I need your game. Not for your shine. Derek, my friend Derek, has the most obscene shiny luck. I'm going to, okay, so I'm going to, it is a fabulous Russian grocery store nearby. Wait a minute. Are you buying your own cake? I am. I had considered making a cake, which I do generally really enjoy making cakes. However, it's too hot. It's too hot. I don't want my oven on today. And there is a truly fabulous Russian grocery store nearby that has just glorious cakes. My mother was like, go buy the cake and I will send you money. Do not! Matt, no. Drop it, Matt. Drop it. Drop it. We are good. I am elated to buy my own cake instead of having to cook it. That is all I want. Matt is such a generous person, y'all. If you are fortunate enough to have Matt in your community, do everything you can to bribe him over to your community, because I promise you, it will be worth it. Because Matt is incredible and generous and a great person to watch an eclipse with. Just in case that information will ever come in handy. Do not regret spending eclipse with Matt. 10 of 10 would do again. But yeah, so my mom called me the moment she woke up this morning and was like, are you doing a cake? What are you doing for cake? And I'm like, I think I'm gonna go to the store and just buy one. And she was like, do you remember that Russian grocery store? It's the closest one, y'all. We don't know the name of it. The name of the store, like the sign, it's in numerals that none of us recognize, right? It is truly a Russian grocery store. They do not, like, they have jars of the best borscht I've ever had. They have, my family, we love martinis, and you always want the little garnish in your martini. They have just an entire aisle of pickled foods. I have these glorious olives that are stuffed with a garlic clove that are then stuffed inside a sweet red pepper. Yes, it is incredible. They are delicious. They are the closest place to me. They have fresh baked bread, like big fresh baked rolls every morning. Fresh rolls, just large for like 50 cents. And they have an entire cake section that is not like going to Kroger's. So yeah, we literally do not know the name of this store because even though there are Russian roots in my family, do not know the language. We just know it as the Russian grocery store. They do not have a lot of, like, you cannot get Kraft mac and cheese because that's not the kind of grocery store this is. They just don't have it. But yeah, I am excited to go and pick out a large chocolate cake. Also, okay, here's some more K Deep lore, if y'all want K Deep lore. Baby K was always sent to summer camp over their birthday, and I know... Hopefully they aren't Russian around D. Baby K was sent to summer camp every summer, and Baby K did not enjoy summer camp at all. Summer camp was not for Baby K. Oh, I did want to do another surprise trade. I thought it was going to do a whole thing. So I was shipped off to summer camp, which was all sports and athletics, and it was in Texas, and it was hot and disgusting and nothing I wanted to do. It was the opposite of what I wanted out of my life. And then every year, my parents were mad that I was unhappy, that I was not so grateful that they sent me to spend a week sweating in the middle of summer in Texas. But they would at least send me a birthday cake. Here's the problem. Every year for at least 3 years, they sent me a lemon cake. Now I know a lot of y'all don't know me terribly well, but I have a very almost ironclad rule that if it is not chocolate, it is not dessert, and I do not want it. Like, chocolate is such a cornerstone of my happiness. Beyond that, I don't like fruit. I have a fruit allergy. It is a minor fruit allergy, but my mother refused to believe this. So every year I would get a lemon cake. It was like white cake with a lemon frosting with like lemon peels in it. Like the rind was, and I'm sure that was supposed to be very decadent, right? But I was just like, so I wouldn't even eat my own birthday cake. So I get very paranoid. I get very paranoid when other people buy me cakes because it was so traumatic to just sit there and watch other people eat my cake and just know that I was going to go home. The counselors were going to tell my parents I didn't eat the cake. They would be mad at me for not being grateful that I was at camp and be even more mad at me for not eating my birthday cake and not being grateful. I'm the complete opposite. I don't like chocolate and baked goods with the exception of brownies, but I love fruitcakes. You know? Again, there's all sorts of taste things that prove, you know, that we are all individuals. Our brain chemistry reacts to things in different ways. And, you know, one of my favorite facts, which is a line I have stolen from David, which is, you know, your taste is not a thing you can change, right? I can't turn around tomorrow and be like, and now I love pineapple. Pineapple is terrible and horrible, and I don't care if you put it on your pizza, just don't put it anywhere near me in any context, right? Pineapple is horrible. If you like it, I'm so happy. I cannot change the fact that I do not like pineapple, and it makes my mouth break out in canker sores. It's horrible. I hate it. If you love it, I'm so glad you do. As David would say, there's also proof, right? We can look all around and prove that sexuality is not a choice. You cannot choose to be straight. You do not choose to be gay. And the proof of this is that, like, if you could choose to be gay, there would be, like, 3 straight women on the entire planet. I'm not supposed to have chocolate. Only fruit that digests you back. Oh, I'm not supposed to have chocolate because I'm allergic to it. Ooh, that's terrible. A pineapple, the only fruit that digests you back. Yes, pineapple is just... Ugh. I don't understand. Like, just thinking about it gives me the heebie-jeebies. I am so sorry that you are allergic to chocolate. That is absolutely terrible. And I would not wish that on anyone. Like, yikes. I am so very, very sorry. The absolute worst. Like, I nearly spat water all over my computer at 3 straight women joke. You know, it's okay. I fill that with a love of sour things. I used to work with Aiku, who, or Ikue, we called him Aiku, at DeviantArt. Wonderful, incredibly talented human being. So kind, genuinely loves helping people, incredible artist and graphic designer. Just one of the best human beings. And his love of sour things is so vast and mind-boggling. He literally would buy just the bags of, I forget what it's called, whatever they call the acid that is on the outside of those sour candies. He would buy a bag of that. And it was just for him. This was just for him. And he would get like a gummy worm, and he would like wet the gummy worm, dip it in the bag, eat half the gummy worm, wet the other half of the gummy worm, dip it in the bag, eat the gummy worm. Truly incredible. I do not know how. My therapist tried having me do lemon therapy where you bite it to shock your system, and I had to explain that it's just a nice snack. My mouth hurts thinking about that, right? Like, I can't do that. Okay. I told David this story. It came up because there's a really funny TikTok that Herb retweeted, posted in their Discord, etc. And it was someone discovering the Habio, the gummy bears, the gummy bear company, gummy company. There was a TikTok of someone discovering, like, if you peel, there's like a tab, and if you pull the tab down the middle, the thing opens like this way, so you get very easy access to your gummies. And when you're done, you fold it over, and it goes through the thing, and it seals, and it's a very nice little packaging thing. Yes, bursts. That's where we're going. Yeah, Harbio. Thank you. Dyslexia is interesting because I remember there's an H, an A, a B, an I, and there's an O at the end. But between the H and the O, I'm never quite sure where those letters are. Exactly. That's what everyone was saying, is like, there never is a rest. But it's really cool to know that packaging works that way. But when I worked at DeviantArt, we received, like, part of what I did was I handled all of the DMCA takedowns. Not me specifically, but my department. I was one of the main people, not the only one. I didn't know this, and likewise was wowed. Yes, it is very clever packaging. So one day our lawyer comes in and is like, hey, we got a takedown from Harbio. Can I send it to you? Will you do it? And we're like, yeah, kick it to us, no problem. And so he does. We confirm. We pull it down as they requested. And then send it back, and we're like, cool, taken care of. And then he's like walking by our office as we're wrapping it up, and he like sticks his head in and is like, hey, because this is after they finally decided to not have the moderators in the open air office near the CEO's office, where everyone could see our screens while we were doing moderation. Lawyer sticks his head back into the office and is like, hey, like, how's it going? We're like, good, just send it to you. And he's like, cool, I'll send it to them as soon as I get back to my desk. Anything else, anything I should tell them, anything I should. And my coworker, the amazing Anjali, goes, can we have some bursts? And lawyer throws his head back and laughs. Wah, ha, ha, ha. And we laugh, right? And he wanders off. And then a couple days, or I guess a day later, or maybe later that day, I don't remember, time is a thing. He comes back in and is like, hey, I sent them the thing, and I asked, can we have some bursts? And we're like, ah ha ha. And he's like, no, look. And he shows us the email. And he literally, you know, it's all the lawyer, legal, blah, 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 and it's like signed, and it's like, P.S. Can we have some, in all caps, B-E-H-R-S, burse? That's all it said. Can we have some burse? And we're like caught between, this is the most incredible thing ever, and this is so embarrassing. Right? Like it's somewhere in between those 2 points. So time goes by. Weeks. About a month later, a 10-pound box of Harbio gummies shows up in the office. 10 pounds of various kinds of gummy bears, y'all. Off of, can we have some bursts? Apparently, Hario didn't deal with a lot of, they dealt with a lot of, like, trademark violations of, like, this person is pretending to be us and illegally, but they weren't used to someone drawing things with their bears, and were worried about how we, a company named Deviant Art, would react to it. And apparently the lawyer was so happy that we just handled it, that we got bursts. Yeah, drawing thing, I'm not going into it. There are some things from my past that we just don't talk about. Unless Kay has had a few too many drinks, and nothing is being recorded. Like, there are some of my very good friends who I have never met in person, who know details about me personally and my personal life, where I'm like, I cannot tell you the DeviantArt stories because it's recorded. We're doing this over a call. I can't do it. Explicit bursts, being all explicit, all over God's internet, right? This is not what Al Gore invented the internet for. Okay, I think we're gonna get to the bottom of this box, and then we're going to yeet the stream on over to someone else so that I can get a cake and rest my voice before we talk to the incredible Jeremy Cobb tonight. I am so excited. The overlays have been confirmed. David is in chat, which means David is alive. The gods have seen fit that he shall live another day, and he's going to make that everyone's problem. I would love to figure out how to do this thing on StreamerBot. I'm gonna have to, like... I know there's a way, but I want it to look better than a lot of the ways I'm currently seeing on how to do it on StreamerBot. I am sure David hates life because of the sun. Like, I have no doubt. That is exactly what is happening. I'm like, yeah, it's a little warm, but I've got 2 fans, so I'm fine. David is like... I will say, my little snarl reminded me. David was always teasing me, especially when we were doing Godplane, that the monster noises that would come out... Cave last night and put the AC on to avoid being a puddle. That is fair. I got lots of funny looks when the eclipse came through yelling, "Death to the Daystar!" Yes. I'm gonna word this carefully. A thing that David and I are working on that we're about to start testing in a home game. we'll have to do, like, we were figuring out what is this world like, and what are eclipses? What is you know, how does this will this impact tides, things like that. And it's been very fun to think about, well, if eclipses did happen differently, if it did look different, what kind of traditions, what kind of superstitions would come out of it? Bro, my office was hot at 5 in the morning. Oof. Oof. I was like, I'm a pop on the computer and play some video, do some work. Had to shove a fan directly in my butt. He didn't say butt. I completely got off topic of whatever I was talking about. I've completely lost whatever it was I was talking about. Like, it's gone. Must not have been important. Distract checklist. Yes. Well, it's very easy to do today. Like, to be fair. It is... I am so excited for tonight's talk show. Testing a thing, eclipses, tides. Yeah, it was before that, though. Doesn't matter. But yes, we are... This is on my mind because I've been trying to update, streamline, make the website for Cataclysm better. And one of the things I was like, oh, I have the little unannounced project page. I guess I need to go in and update this to unannounced projects. Just put a little S at the end of that because it's now up to 2 things. Oops, how did that happen? I am hoping that once we get through all the charity games, because y'all, the charity games are amazing and incredible. We have 8, I made 8 short form contents of the last game, the Islis game. I have to go back and make more of the first game. I'm gonna have 2 back-to-back games tomorrow and Thursday. We've got 1 more. Once that's done, I'm hoping I might maybe have time to go back and work on the secret thing that some people in this chat have playtested. Just saying. I am very excited to get back in that saddle. It has been a second. So proud of y'all and Candace for all of that. Candace has just been incredible. I feel very bad because there's another person that... you let me know when. Rex, you're incredible. These charity games have been absolute killer. Everyone has just been amazing. Like, it has been so good, so awesome. Everything has been above and beyond, and I won't say not stressful, but also easier than it coulda, shoulda, woulda been. I do feel a little bad because there's another person who reached out to us and was like, I would like to run a thing. Could you help me? And we're like, yes, we would love to have you do this. And have not been able to give that person as much support as I would like because... But, let me just say, none of this would have happened without Candace. So, you know, all I'm saying is we've all got too much stuff. There's too much crit already. Crit awards are so... I'm just saying that when it comes, and it's going to be in the distant past, it'll be so far away, but when crit awards open up next year, all I'm saying is that remember that Candace put all of this together. It was and is our great and incredible honor to host these, but Candace. Also, Chrissy, David told me I'm not allowed to play Brandon in a home game that he runs. Something about too much psychic damage. I wish you all could have seen. I wish you could have seen David. The threw himself back in chair and face palmed at the same time at the sup, my name is Brandon, but you can call me Brandon. David, I will get on a plane, meet me in the yard. Well, don't worry, I am going to play Brandon in a thing. Brandon is booked, and actually part of the reason I decided to play Brandon in the charity game was to, like, test him out again, because I haven't played Brandon in a very long time. I played Brandon in a very short game that was, interesting. And I was like, it's been a minute, let me get back. Like, I've learned a lot about role-playing and improv since then. Let me test him out and just make sure that he's funny and not overly obnoxious and that people like him. Like, let's make sure. But y'all, David's reaction to just about anything I did as Brandon was so much. It was so big, and it was wonderful. The absolute shattering breakage of, hi, my name is Brandon, but you can call me Brandon. I was waiting, y'all. I was waiting for someone to be like, Brandon could be like, well, I heard someone, like, introduce himself like that, and they sounded really cool. So I thought maybe if I introduced myself like that, I'd also sound cool. Was it cool? Was it cool? Did I sound cool? But yes, there will be more Brandon. And I do think this GM is actually, well, I don't know that any GM is ready for Brandon, but is as prepared for a Brandon as any GM can be. Let's put it that way. Okay, last Pokemon, and then I think we're going to wrap it up. And, more Brandon? That's like, yeah, that's like great, you know? And this Brandon very specifically does have seeds. Like, we all got a magic item to start with, and I could have picked, like, a useful magic item. But instead I decided, no, Brandon needs a bag of beans so that he can spread his seed. Yeah. Because that's, like, really important to Brandon. I can't wait. It's going to be a good time. It is, oh look, a hacked Pokemon. It is an all-queer table. Like, it's going to be wonderful. 30 seconds of Brandon and I'm cackling. Yeah, Brandon is, Brandon physically hurt David, I do believe. Now I want to play Chad, who has a bag of wild oats, right? Like, there's so much you can do with that. Yeah, so, it's very easy to modify Pokemon, and so what a lot of these streaming channels will do is they take the Pokemon, they make, like, so here, you can see it's, of course my thing came up, hold on. Here, go away. So, as you can see, and I'm pointing first with my mouse, and then I realized you can't see my mouse, and then I pointed with my finger, as if that actually worked. So, what a lot of people do, it's very easy to modify Pokemon. Stick them on a, transfer them onto a hacked Switch. And if you homebrew a Switch correctly, it can still go online. So a lot of people do this, they, you know, as you can see, they make it shiny, they give it a lot of really good stats, like this is a perfect Gengar. It's shiny, and then they put, like, the name of their save of their character is whatever channel they're promoting, because they want you to come by and either buy their Pokemon, like, they're like, here's a freebie, if you, and so they hope you'll come by and be like, oh, I want this particular shiny, right? So then, yeah, so, this one is not, it doesn't have the trainer name, but I don't actually know if this one comes shiny. I don't think it. Yeah. All of my, so if we flip over here, these are my shinies. Nope, these are, I'm trying to get that one shiny. Here we go. These are my shinies. As you can see, I breed them, so they're generally not perfect. Very rarely, I do get a perfect. So there's a perfect, oh no, that's not perfect. I do very rarely get a perfect one. Yeah, I spend a lot of time hatching Pokemon. But actually, so here, okay, we're gonna do this. Since I feel like we have a different group now than what we had when we started, I'm going to pop over here. I'm going to come to Pokemon Home. And I'm gonna show y'all my living shiny Pokedex because, hey, Ribbonanza, thank you so much. We are just about to start wrapping up. I don't think my thing is fetching information correctly. I'm gonna have to fix the make the avatar show up correctly. It's bothering me. I never saw shinies until Pogo. I was saying this earlier. How is Final Fantasy? How is Final? This is why we're wrapping up. One of the many reasons. I'm losing my voice and I can't speak. How is Final Fantasy VII treating you? There we go. I always played Pokemon since Red and Blue. And yes, it is Red and Blue because I played it in America. I started shiny hunting because I was working a very, very kind of miserable job. It was just at a bad point in my life. And we were... It was kind of like... It was what kept me sane while I was doing this job. It was very tedious. It was a ton of work, but very little thought. So it was just very repetition. And oh, it's not. You haven't played in a while. That makes sense. Are you playing the original or the remake? Yeah. So I started shiny hunting because I could, like, I realized it was, at the time it was, Horde encounters had just come out. That was the new feature. The new big thing of that generation was you could use either put out a honey or use a spell called, a skill called Sweet Scent, and Pokemon would appear. A group of them, like up to 5. And of course that increases your chances of getting a shiny because it's not 1 in 1,000, it's 5 in 1,000, which someone better at math can math that and tell me what that actually is. Okay. So I started doing that because I could I had my 3DS sitting at my desk in front of me. I had one headphone in because I only needed like one little earphone. And I was like going through it and I had it down to a science. I didn't even have to look at the screen. It was like, press the button, cast Sweet Scent, listen, see if you heard a shiny noise. If I heard a shiny noise, then it was focus. But generally you didn't hear the shiny noise. You didn't hear a shiny noise, you'd hit, I could just blindly do the tap tap to run away, and then cast Sweet Scent again. So it was like, handle ticket, it was part of my like, handle ticket, da-da-da-da, click the button, handle ticket, da-da-da-da, click the button. And I started catching shiny Pokemon that way, like, and then I was shiny fishing at night because I could do that completely by sound with my eyes closed. So I'd just be laying in bed chain fishing, and it was kind of like my meditation. And then I had a huge amount of Pokemon, of shinies from that, and it was like, well, maybe I should just fill it all out. Had R&B, but had no idea shinies were a thing. If I ever saw, I think I was playing Final Fantasy because I streamed it once to see if people enjoy streaming. I do not. Streaming is a thing. Like, streaming, yes. Brandon is the only banned home testing thing we're doing. Yes. Yes, so, this is my living shiny Pokedex. Most of these you will see I'm the original trainer on. If you see Denny, so before you could customize your Pokemon characters, I did not like the designs of the girl characters. So I generally played as boy, and I played Denny, who was a character who has surprisingly not made it into D&D. That might have to change. Like, Denny could be a cool ASMR. I also told... and Chrissy, I also told Kay that whatever blackmail I gotta come up with to get you on her channel, I will do it. Yes. he did threaten this. Yes, StreamerBot. Okay, so I'm gonna fly through. If you have a favorite Pokemon that you would like me to, like, make sure we go over. But this is my living shiny Pokedex. It has been built up for a very long time. Wow, Pokerus, it's been a second. You don't gotta blackmail. I will happily join anytime. Oh, thank you. I'm doing the heart, but you really can't tell. Like, this was... Here, look. I forgot. I have emotes. Thank you, Chrissy. We are fans. July and August may not be the best because I'm yeeting the UTE and IDK with the schedule be like that. That makes sense. Like, yeah, the exclamation... Oh, so the exclamation point means, they have a legacy move that is not allowed in the current game, in the current generation. So if you move them over, they will lose that legacy move. The little, this symbol means, the little slash means that they can't, yes, so when my studio closed down, they gave me all of the Pride stuff. So I am now a menace. I have IRL emotes, and I am not afraid to use them. And I'm going to make it everyone's problem. I also have 24 mini Pride flags. I have an inclusive Pride flag table runner. It's a problem. Like, it is a problem. So yes, this is, if anyone finds a Pokemon from shiny Pokemon from Damphy or from Denny, and you're like, is this hacked? No! I have spent a ridiculous amount of my life catching, breeding, and hunting shiny Pokemon. This was a hard-earned Pokemon. Please enjoy it. I like to give them away because for a lot of people, again, Pokemon luck is either... Oh, my friend Derek has ridiculous Pokemon luck. Gets a shiny Pokemon about once every 20 minutes. And I'm like, heck you. I am so happy for you. I am so angry. If you see gaps, these are because these are Pokemon which have not been released legitimately shiny yet. So I don't hack Pokemon, so I don't have the hacked ones. I just saw a video about shiny Manaphy, and I continue to be amazed at your commitment to the living shiny deck. Look, at this point, it's sunk cost, right? It's a problem, right? Here's my Berserker, my little shiny Berserker. Like, it's literally sunk cost. There's just... I can't quit. Because... So this is where I'm missing a bunch of them. I'm only about 55% of the way through this generation. Because I do not like the shiny breeding as much. Shiny Thwacky is cute, yes. There's also one more symbol. Unknown was generation either 2 or 3. I think the unknown was generation 2, but it might be 3. And yes, these are all laid out in the Bulbapedia order. Because eventually they stopped numbering their Pokedexes. Here we go. This means it came in from Pokemon Go. This little G symbol. So yeah, that's my... This is my greatest pride / greatest shame. There's a lot of these Pokemon. It's a thing. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. That was very loud, actually. I'm going to turn that down for the future. Apologies. But yes. These little swoobats. So yeah. Thank you all for hanging out with me, spending my birthday with me. I genuinely appreciate it. I hope I will get to see a lot of you tonight to talk with Jeremy Cobb. Actually, I can come over here. Look at this. Look at it. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save. Okay. And then we are gonna push. Where is it? It's been so... David has spoiled me by running production. We're over here now. Hello. Welcome back. Thank you so much for the happy birthday wishes. Thank you all so much for spending your evenings with us. Evening, it's day. Thank you for spending my birthday with me. I hope we will get to see you tonight for Jeremy Cobb. We're going to talk about all the stuff we've got coming up. Thank you to Painting Pirate for the 5 gift subs, and thank you to Seeker for subscribing through Amazon Prime. Very much appreciated. Thank you for celebrating my birthday with me. Let's see who we got. Who can we go chat to? Oh, Jazzy. Yeah, let's go see Eugenio, who ran our first Pride game. Say hello, be kind. You all know that. Thank you for being awesome. Be kind to yourself. Be excellent to others. I will see you next time. Thank you for spending my birthday with me, and I hope to see you tonight. If not tonight, maybe tomorrow for the Juneteenth game. If not tomorrow for the Juneteenth game, then Thursday for the other Pride game. You all are wonderful. Thank you for always being such an amazing community and making me feel so welcome and so supported, and just making every day that I get to be here a little bit better. You are all awesome, and I appreciate you. Be kind to yourself, be excellent to others, and I will see you next time. I know where the end key is. I know where it is. There it is. Bye!